Hello, my name is Ron Romano, and I'll be your host tonight for tonight's webinar on conversion. Just before we start, I'd like to read you a quick quote by Dale Carnegie. Success is a matter of principles, of universal laws, which can be enumerated, taught, learned, and adhered to, then used as skills to deliver predictable results. You see, everything is a system, and if you adhere to that, then you have a greater chance of success. However, that's if and only if you implement them. Here's another quote. The difference between goals and results is implementation. So let's get started. And we're talking about conversion, and there are two types of conversion systems. Now, the two types are website conversion and existing patient conversion. You see, when people visit your website, you want to convert a website visitor to a prospect and then a prospect to a paying patient. And it's the same with existing patients. You want to convert your existing patients to increase their lifetime value, so they use more of your products and services on a regular and frequent basis. Conversion is the heart of you making money on the internet, and it's a system implementation. You have to figure out how much is a patient worth to you. And if I can convert one more patient every single month, how much is that worth to me in actual dollars in my pocket? So the purpose of this webinar is to identify online systems, techniques and strategies successful medical practices are implementing to get new patients, reactivate dormant patients, and increase referrals. See, the internet is truly a wealth-building puzzle. There are a lot of components to it. And if you just implement one piece of the puzzle, you're not really going to have a full picture of what you can do or what's available to you. But the first piece of the puzzle is to be able to attract visitors to you. Now, you either attract visitors online or offline. And typically now, if we're attracting them offline, we're driving them to our online presence. So if we can't attract anybody to our website, then there's no need to convert them. But if we can attract them, the most important piece of the puzzle now after attraction is the conversion piece. We have to be able to convert them. Each patient has a lifetime value, and it's a very high lifetime value. Usually if you get one patient in the family, you end up getting multiple patients in the same family group. And that's not to mention the odd referral that you're going to get if you cultivate that. Now the third piece of the puzzle is retention, because your base is gold. That's where the money is. You have to retain them. And not only are your competitors looking to take away your base and to steal them away, the actual manufacturers of some of the products and services that you market or sell are driving them to their websites and either selling them directly or referring them to other people in an area. And if you're not on that referral list, you may or may not get the business. So your base is under intense fire all the time. You have to be in front of them with your marketing message to let them know that you do these different products and services or have them available to them. And of course, the next piece of the puzzle is be able to use leverage. There are 4 different leverage points in every business. Number 1, people. You can use people and you can make money off employees. Second leverage point is systems. Every business, every practice has systems. There are accounting systems, employee systems. There are all kinds of marketing systems that you can implement. These add leverage. And of course, technology is another leverage point. I mean, where would we be without the internet and its technology, computers and their technology? So if we take a look at our practice and even how we deliver our services, technology has a big impact and we can leverage that. And of course, the last leverage point is our money and what we do with it, whether we reinvest it in our business or take it out of our business. So those are the different pieces of the wealth building puzzle, and the thing that holds it all together is your marketing. Your marketing to attract, your marketing to convert, your marketing to retain, and your marketing system which is going to add leverage to your business. So we're going to take a quick look at the attraction just before we get into conversion, because we need the attraction piece if we want to convert people. We can't get them to whatever we want them to do, either our website or to get them to read our marketing message, then we're not going to be able to have the chance to convert. So what we want to do is we want to be able to attract automatically from the hundreds of thousands of people that are searching for your products and services, that select group who are looking for you specifically or your services specifically to solve their problem. And of course, Google is the main attraction out there in the internet. I mean, who goes to the Yellow Pages right now? Less than 5% of the people actually go and look for the Yellow Pages to search out a solution to their problem. Over 95% of the people go to Google. I mean, Google's become a noun and a verb. We want information? Let's Google it. So that's where you want to be. So your prospects are looking for you online. They are typing in keywords that's going to help them solve their problem. So how do you get on the front page of Google to put yourself in front of all these people? Well, you can pay for traffic. You can buy Google AdWords or banner AdWords. This is called pay-per-click traffic. And you can spend hundreds or thousands of dollars every single month buying traffic to your website. Now, those are in the paid section, which is at the very top of Google, and you notice it's a slightly different color. Google tells us that less than 15% of the people actually go to the Google AdWords or the banner ads. Over 85% of the people go on the organic SEO search. Now, organic SEO search is providing the search engines with the information they want, so when prospects type in your keywords, you come up on the first page of Google. Because let's face it, if you're not on the first page of Google, the chances of them seeing you are now very, very slim. And once you go past the second or third page of Google, I mean, when was the last time you went past the second or third page of Google? If you're on the 5th page, the 10th page, they're never going to find you. I mean, you might as well be invisible. So what is Google looking for? Google is looking for keywords in code. They're looking for meta tags, anchor text, keywords in headings and images and URL pages, site-wide links, lists, submit buttons, videos, flash scripts, and your sitemap. They're also looking for keywords in your copy and headlines. They're looking for you in Google Places. They're looking for inbound linking. Google's looking for internal linking on your website. They're looking for clean, accurate website coding. They're also looking for new copy. And they're looking for social accounts with keyword relevance on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And they're also looking for all these keywords in the copy and the headline that's above the fold on your website. We'll get that a little bit later, but that's very, very important. So, how do I discover what keywords? We've talked about keywords. And so, what are keywords? And, what are the keywords your patients are searching for? Well, they're the words that I type in when I'm looking for a product or service. So when I type in, if I'm looking for a dentist, let's say, what do I type in? I might type in dentist and my town or my city. I might type in dentists, plural, my town and my city. If I'm looking for a cosmetic procedure, I might type in liposuction or laser liposuction. I might type in Botox in my town or my city. So those are keywords that people will type in if they're looking to solve a problem. And there are hundreds, there are literally thousands of keywords that I could be typing in. But how do I find out the most popular ones? Because I might think that everyone's typing in how to get rid of wrinkles in Kansas City, when in fact nobody might be searching that. But how do I know? So we provide a little shortcut to keyword research, and if you type in www.instantmarketingsystems.net/tool, that will take you to the Google AdWords tool system. So you can take a look and type in the keywords that you think people are going to be typing in, and it will not only give you that keyword, it'll give you a list of suggestions of other keywords and the most popular ones that people are typing in. Let's face it, Google makes money on Google AdWords, so they want to give you AdWords or keywords that are very popular, because the more people that type that in, the more people that will pay them money, or you'll be paying them money through your Google AdWords account. Now, once I type in that URL, it's going to take me to my Google AdWords. If you look on the top left, it says Google AdWords. Also, I typed in Dentist Philadelphia. And if we go down and take a look, we see that when I typed in Dentist Philadelphia, they gave me 14,800 people are doing a local monthly search on just this one search term every single month. That's a lot of people. If I'm on the first page, that's a lot of prospects who are specifically looking for my services. Now, if I scroll down the page, I'll also see not only Dentist Philadelphia on the very top line, 14,800, I'll also notice that they're searching for dentists, plural, in Philadelphia. And there are 9,990 people, or 9,900 people searching for that. Also, dentist, singular, Philadelphia, PA, there are 2,400 people searching for that term. With just those three search terms, Dentist Philadelphia, Dentists in Philadelphia, and Dentist Philadelphia, PA, there are 27,100 searches every single month, over 300,000 searches every single year. Can you imagine if your website was on the first page of Google, how much traffic you would be getting to your website? And this is why you want to be on the first page of Google. It's qualified traffic. Now, also I said that if you want to get in the first page of Google, they're looking for your social media programs. They're looking for your Facebook, blog, Twitter. And they're looking from links from those social media sites to your websites. This will have an impact on your SEO placing, on your Google rankings. So you want to pay attention to that. And one of the most important ones to that is a blog, because that's new content for your website, and Google places a high value on new content. So to set up a blog, there are lots of different free blog websites that you can go to. There's blogger.com, goingon.com, and wordpress.com. We use WordPress. It's very, very simple. It's very easy, and Google likes WordPress. So to set up a blog on WordPress, it's 5 simple steps. Here it is. Number 1, go to wordpress.com. Number 2, create a free account. Number 3, select a new post, that button, type in your content, and hit publish. Now, your keyword content should be about 3 to 5% of the total volume of your content. So don't try and put in, like 50% keywords in there. Google will look at that as keyword spamming, and they'll actually penalize you for that. So how do you get in the front page of Google? Like we said, it's simple. You either pay for traffic, and less than 15% of the people are going to go to the Google AdWords or banner AdWords, and 85% are going to go to the organic SEO by you providing the search engines with the information that they want. And this is, but if you haven't implemented any marketing processes on your website that converts visitors to prospects and prospects to patients, you have just wasted your money. Because you're going to send them to a website, they're going to click off that website and go someplace else. How many times have you gone to a website looking for information, spent a couple of seconds there, been unable to find what you wanted to find, or didn't like the website, didn't like how it navigated, and clicked off and went to the next one? You want people to stay on your website. You want them to read, you want them to go to multiple pages, and you want your website to convert them. Which brings us to the conversion part of the Internet wealth building puzzle. Conversion is a system. That's all it is. Follow the system and you'll be successful. What's the purpose of your website? I mean, everyone pretty much knows what the purpose of our website is, and that's to make money. And once again, that's the what. It's the how-to, where people fall down tremendously. And that's because they don't spend any time researching, they don't spend any time going to seminars, they don't spend any time on website marketing, internet marketing, they don't pay for courses, they don't read about it, they don't take a look at which websites are converting. They do what they like and make a website that they are very happy with, that they think looks professional. Well, what we know is 95% of all failure is a result of the system, not the people. And about 99% of the websites have no system. What they have is they have a website that the website designer likes and the client likes. They like the look of it. And right now I can take you to an art gallery, put 100 people in there, and everyone will come out with a different painting of the one that they like the best. It's not what I like that matters. It's having a system in place that automatically converts website visitors, prospects, and prospects to paying patients. That's what's important. So let's take a look at some website case studies and how to implement automated client and patient conversion systems on your website. 95% of websites make these 7 most common website mistakes. And it's very easy to identify them. And if you correct just these 7, you'll have a much, much higher chance of converting those website visitors to actual paying clients. So the first one is there's no online marketing process. People pay no attention to the marketing of it. They pay almost exclusive attention to the design part of their website. And although design is important as far as looking professional, it usually has very few conversion processes on it. That's why you go to a designer, and there are thousands of website designers, but you never considered going to a website marketing company to implement systems, strategies, techniques that actually convert website visitors. Number 2, well, just before we get to number 2, is you have to determine what you want the visitor to do and to help them get the information they want as soon as possible. Those are online marketing processes. Number 2, no irresistible offers. In some case, no offers at all, just information. No email capture. This is going to be the make or break of your website. You have to capture visitor emails because, as we all know, they're going to go to multiple websites, not just yours. If you can capture their email, then you've got a highly qualified prospect who you can automatically and sequentially follow up with them to convert them. And most websites have no automated email follow-up system. None at all. They have no call to action on every page. That's every single page. You want to give the visitor a chance to schedule an appointment with you. You want to give them a chance to give you their email address. You want conversion processes on every single page. No testimonials. I mean, on your website, I expect you to tell me that you're very good, and I expect you to tell me that you're the best. But I also don't believe you because it's coming from you. What other people say about you and your services is infinitely more believable than what you can ever say about you by yourself. And this is why we have so many ads that have the before and after. You know, and weight loss is just perfect for that. All the infomercials, they're basically testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. So you want to have testimonials on your first page because it's a tested and proven conversion process. And your homepage headers are way too big. And now this is now a fatal mistake. Most people putting just big pictures on, putting flash on, and they assume that this picture is going to look so beautiful and my website's going to look so great that you're automatically going to give me a phone call. You're automatically going to drop what you're doing, hop in your car, and come down to my office. Well, Google's telling us some important things about page headers being too big. And that's what the visitor, that's not what they came to see. They didn't come to see a fancy picture. They came there to solve a problem. If you want them to solve their problem, you have to give them what they want. So I put together a few before websites, and just, for your information, does your website look anything vaguely familiar like this? Now, this one is a particular doctor, and he has a home page. As you can see, it's got a couple of sentences in there. At least he's got good SEO, but there's no call to action other than me contacting me or emailing me, and I have to physically do that. And so, a little bit hard to navigate, and then I've got to find out what the services are and what I came there looking for. There's another website. This is for a dentist. And very nice looking website. He spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this website. He's very proud of it. but it lacks in a few areas. First of all, the header is over 50% of the usable area of the website. That's valuable real estate. Here's another website, and this dentist, again, this is about his third website, and he just loved this one. He was very, very happy with it. Again, spent thousands of dollars doing it. But unfortunately, when you take a look at your website statistics in your Google Analytics, when it tells you who's going there, how long they're staying there, whether they went to the first page and just left, what was the page depth, then you'll start to learn some interesting facts about your website and whether you do want to do something about it or not. Because if people are coming to my front page and bouncing off of it, what good is that to me? That means they don't like it and they're going someplace else. Here's another website. Again, this dentist is very, very proud of it. He spent a lot of money on it. And he's in love with this. But is it getting him patients? So I'm going to show you now the after we've implemented some marketing processes to maximize visitor conversion. So we saw the first website for this particular doctor, is a urology doctor. Here is the redone website. Now if you take a look at, they've come to this website looking for one of approximately 6 different things. They've got a urinary tract infections, vasectomy, prostate problems, impotence, or they have kidney stones. So it's right there, easy for them to get at, right in the middle of the page. Next thing is we're capturing email address for a special newsletter on improving sexual intimacy. We also have their phone number, really viewable right in the top. We also have a request an appointment, easy to view in the top left, because we all know we read from left to right, so we want it right there for us to see. We have social links, because some people prefer that. We have testimonials on the front. We have copy for SEO. We have a referral button right in the very front. This is a system. It's a 3-column website. The columns on the left and on the right stay no matter which page I go to. So I can always capture their email address. I can always request an appointment. It's right there for me. If I need any more information, there's a drop-down menu, and it leads me to the correct page. This was the before website. This is the after website. And again, we have the contact information, the phone number, request an appointment. We have refer a friend right in the top left. You can see it right there. We have email capture. We have a new patient special offer. The procedures are right there, easy for people to get at. My patient reviews are on a viewable area above the fold. Same with this website. We've just implemented exactly the same system on a different look. Now remember, this is a 3-column website. The columns on the left and right-hand side stay as you go from page to page. So we'll always be able to capture email addresses. We'll always be able to have the procedures available. They'll be able to request an appointment. Testimonials are slightly below the fold, but you can see our patients as seen on TV. And we have a new patient special offer above the fold. See, this is the best part. And now for the results. Since 6 months ago, we were up 60% in collections, and our new patients have over doubled from an average of 22 to almost 50. Our staff just hit bonus for the 2nd consecutive month, Dr. TD. This is what you can get as far as results go. And this other website, again, I mean, this is easy. It's a system. Implement a system. We go from something like this to something like this, which has our phone number again right at the front, but the procedures are right there. This dentist is concentrated on 4 procedures. They're right there. I don't have to think. I don't have to search for them. I can get them right away. I've got new patient offers, senior discounts, and student discount offers. I've got make an appointment, sign up for my newsletter. And this is why I want you to have as much information above the fold as possible. This is from Google. It's their Webmaster Central blog, dated Thursday, January the 19th. In our ongoing effort to help you find more high-quality websites and search results, today we're launching an algorithmic change that looks at the layout of a web page and the amount of content you see on the page once you click on as a result. As we've mentioned previously, we've heard complaints from users that they click on a result and it's difficult to find the actual content. They aren't happy with the experience. So sites that don't have much content above the fold can be affected by this change. That's why you don't want just a one big picture or flash on your website. Google may penalize you for it. If you click on a website and part of the website you see first either doesn't have a lot of visible content above the fold or dedicates a large fraction of the site's initial screen real estate to ads, that's not a very good user experience. Such sites may not rank as highly going forward. Your homepage is important, and it's important for content, not just a pretty picture, content. That's why the visitor went there. And it's important because of this particular rule. It's the 80-20 rule. This is by Jacob Nielsen. In his alert box, it's scrolling attention. Summary: web users spend 80% of their time looking at information above the page fold. Although users do scroll, they allocate only 20% of their attention below the fold. In website design, there's much confusion about the page fold concept and the importance of keeping the most salient information within a page initially viewable area. That is, in fact, the definition above the fold. It simply means viewable without further action. And that's why Google has implemented its algorithmic change. Because people aren't scrolling down and they don't spend a lot of time. And how do we know this? We know this from, there are all kinds of software programs like eye tracking. They actually track visitors' eyes and what they look at. So this is from Yahoo. And this is eye tracking. Where do readers look first? To catch a site's visitors' eyes, it helps to know where that eye is likely to look. Eye tracking studies give us the most likely locations. Eye tracking technology unobtrusively follows a reader's eye movements as a person views a page. The equipment records on a gaze map where the person's eyes roam and where they stop to read. Several gaze maps are then plotted on a heat map that highlights the areas where readers look the most. Yahoo eye tracking studies reveal a general pattern to the way people browse web pages. So, people scan the main sections of a page to determine what it's about and whether they want to stay longer. They make decisions about that page in as little as 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That's like them scanning a newspaper because it's about the same time. They also decide if they want to stay. And if they stay, they pay the most attention to the content to the top part of the screen. When people do decide to read a page, their eyes sweep horizontally from left to right. That's how we read. So take a look at this particular iStudy graph. As you can see, on the dark red and the surrounding orange around that is where they spend most of their time, which is the top left. And then it goes from green to yellow to blue. And blue is where they spend the least amount of time. As I said, there are a number of different eye tracking softwares and different methods. But in all of them, you can see where the user's time is spent. Now, of course, when you have a different web page, it's also going to depend on the amount of information there and how many boxes you have. But even then, you see with the reader's eyes, they spend their time on the top part, with very little time being dedicated to the bottom part. Here's another different survey. And again, you can see, time diminishes and very little time is spent on the bottom part of the website. So that's why you want to keep your information on the top part of the website above the fold so they actually read it. And we also talked about creating irresistible offers. If we can create an irresistible offer, then there's more reasons why they will convert from a visitor to a prospect and prospect to patient. So if we take a look at this website, the first thing we see before we even get there is a $100 gift certificate. All you got to do is fill in your first name, your last name, and your email address, and we're going to send you $100 off any dental procedure. It's a powerful way to get email addresses. And this is another one for a spa. Before you get to this website, you get to the $50 gift certificate. $50 off any medical or any cosmetic procedure. Now, what we do know is those gift certificates convert, and they convert a lot of people to give you their email addresses. We're having very, very good success right now, and we collect on some of our websites over 50 opt-ins just from those coupons every single month, with a conversion rate of over 45%. Here's another website that has new patient exams, complimentary cosmetic consultation, free consult for adult orthodontics, and student discount. All these on their new patient promotions. Also refer a friend. And it's worth their while to refer a friend because they get a $50 credit when they refer a friend. So you make it worth their while. So you have multiple calls to action, whether it's a free report, whether it's request an appointment, whether it's refer a friend, new patient special offers, or any other offers for giving away free product or services. You have to capture your visitors' contact information. This is the holy grail of the internet. To be able to build a database of highly interested, highly qualified prospects. The money's in the list. Every internet marketer will tell you that's where the money is. So start putting things on your website, start incorporating systems that will capture email addresses. Because now I can email market to them, and email marketing done properly increases prospect conversions. It's tested and proven to do that. It increases sales and appointments for existing clients or patients. It trains your base to refer and informs your existing patients of all your products and services. Now probably you've got more products and services than you had 5 years ago. Probably you've got technology doing some things in your practice that you didn't have 5 years ago. And do your patients know about it? Or are they going to find about it from your competition and go to them because they didn't think that you did it? You have to be in front of your patients, inform them of all the services you perform, inform them of all the technology that you have, because when they're in the office, you probably don't spend the time to do any of that. And that's where email marketing comes in, because it's relationship selling. It's not a matter of sending an ad out. It's a matter of building a relationship with your patients that gives them good information. Here's Barack Obama's website. This is the website he had when he was running for president in his first term, and this is what he has now. And if you look at it, there's basically two things that you can do. You can enter your email address and your zip code, or you can leave. He won the election by building a database of over 10 million email addresses, and that's why he had thousands of people to his town hall meetings, and McCain had a couple of hundred. Because he marketed to them. He let them know what was going on. He answered his critics through his email. He kept them engaged. He kept them informed, and it pays off. It's a basic concept. Now, after he won the election, the first thing he sent me was a 4-year calendar. Of course, it was going to cost me $35 to get it. He also gave me some good information, but at the end of every email, he also asked me to donate. Here's one from Obama and George Clooney. And again, if you donate $3 or whatever, you can today be automatically entered to be at a dinner at George Clooney's house with the president, George Clooney. Only $3. Imagine having 10 million emails and sending out this and asking for $3. If I have a 1% conversion rate on 10 million emails, how many email addresses is that? And how much is that times $3? And you better believe a lot of people are putting in more than $3. And this is constant. It's not just a one-time deal. He's sending me a t-shirt that I can buy. A One Voice Can Change America for just $25. The President of the United States is running a shopping cart on his website. So if it's good enough for the president, it should be good enough for you. Now, a lot of people think that they don't want to send emails because people turn them off. This is how many emails I got in just one day from Barack Obama. 4, 5. One from Barack, one from Michelle, another one from Michelle, and 2 more from Barack. The day before, I got one from Michelle, one from Bill Clinton. The day before that, I got 2, one from Joe Biden, one from Barack Obama. I mean, I get multiple email addresses per day. So don't think that people are going to turn you off by sending email marketing, by sending them emails. Because that's the biggest complaint that we get before people try it and actually measure the results. Because you can think one thing, but once you implement, now you can actually test that implementation and see what the results were. Because what you think doesn't count. The results count. So here's how to not email market people. That was a mouthful. Sorry about that. And I'm on everyone's emails list, and I get hundreds of these emails. This is one from Starwood Hotels. They're asking me to spend 2 nights, get my 3rd night free. Here's one from BMW, ask me to, lease a car. Banana Republic, I get them almost daily from Banana Republic. And of course, Godiva chocolates. But when they come, they all come like this. And so, do I bother to click to open them? Let me ask you the same question. When you get an email like this, do you either click to open it? I'm guessing, but the answer is probably no. So you don't want to send your emails like that. So how do you position yourself as a knowledgeable expert in your field? How do you position yourself to build the relationship so they have trust and confidence in your ability and they want to stay with you and refer their friends to your practice? Well, successful emails are relevant, informative, and fun. I mean, this is why social media is so big right now. They're looking for a relationship. They're looking to have some fun. They're looking for a conversation. They're not just looking for an ad, because if they're looking for ads, they'll turn you off with the rest of the ads. Here's a typical email that we send to recognize, like Independence Day. It's not something that we want to actually sell. We just want to give them some good information. So we give them a little bit of the history of the Statue of Liberty. Emails like this will get passed on to like family members, friends. Here's another one for Father's Day that we sent. Now, if you notice, the email, you don't have to click on the X to open it up. The information is there. If I want to view the picture, then I can click on the X. But I don't have to click it on to read the email. Now, this is another purely relationship building email on Father's Day. It gives them some quotes. It gives them the history of Father's Day. Emails like this get forwarded to friends. I don't know about you, but my wife spends about an hour and a half a day looking at emails and forwards probably 20% of them on to their friends. They become viral. Just like this one. That was excellent, doctor. I'm forwarding on to several of my friends. This is how you build your email list. By sending out emails that are relevant, informative, fun. Now, this is an email that we tied into an event, which was the Oscars. We tied one into the dental ones, and we tied one into the cosmetic surgery one. It's the same thing. On this one, we used Oscars Red Carpet Best Smile. So it's that time of year again, and all the buzz about the Oscars. What's the best film? Who's going to win for the best actor and actress? Of course, everyone wants to be seen on the red carpet, all done up in top designer outfits, freshly manicured hair, and sporting the most lavish jewelry. On top of that, there's another element they want to showcase, and perhaps the one they want to showcase the most is their smile. That's conversational email. I mean, it's all about the Oscars. Everyone's looking about information about the Oscars. You're sending an email about the Oscars. When we go on to say, well, you can bet your bottom dollar that they've all had smile makeovers. That $1 million smile is no accident. Have you ever wondered what your smile would look like if you had a smile makeover? Just like all the Hollywood stars? Well, do you want to see what your red carpet smile looks like? So we tie in the event so that they open the email. And of course, we listed out the 10 people further down the email. The 10 celebrities had the best red carpet smile, so I could look at it, and it got them thinking about their smile. Well, the results of this email are pretty dramatic. So, hello, do you have an appointment available on Friday, March 25th at 12:30 for a cleaning? Also, how much will it cost to fix my smile? Thanks. Now, this is tremendously relevant because now everyone who comes into the office for an appointment, you can have your hygienist, you can ask them, did you get our email on the red carpet smile? And would you like to look or see what your red carpet smile would look like? It's a very non-threatening way for the staff in your office to be able to relate to the email and bring it into the office for a sale. So it's a nice transition for them. Here's one for cosmetic surgeons, how to lose inches on your lunch hour. Subject line gets people to open your email. We start off with, again, a conversational email. It says, hi Angie, well, it's getting to be that exciting time of year again. The warmer months are just ahead, which typically means we're out and about more, we wear less clothing and spend more time outdoors. It's a common time of year to try and look our best, so we've often found toning up at the gym, watching our diet, and buying new clothes. The thing is, our body may not look the way we'd like it to. I mean, naturally, things aren't looking like they used to. I'm not going to say we're getting old. It's a state of mind, but I can say that certain parts of our body may not look the way we'd like them to look. It might be your abdomen, thighs, arms, underarms, buttock, or loose sagging skin under your chin. Sometimes it's just a matter of losing a couple of pounds in the right places, of course. Now, since we all want to look and feel our best, here's 2 things to do that will generally greatly enhance our quality of life in every facet. Number 1, having a balanced diet, and number 2, regular exercise. I mean, that's not, extremely revealing, but we go on to say, let's be real for a moment. In today's busy world, we don't often have the time to do this. So, we went on to say the good news is you have many choices. Laser technology has advanced and is now being used in many different fields, including healthcare. It's called Smart Lipo. Then we went on to describe how Smart Lipo works, and there were 29 responses to this email with 12 booked appointments at an average cost of over $5,000 per appointment. Very simple math. Now, would you like to have 12 additional appointments booked in your practice? And the answer is probably yes. Well, it's just not going to happen unless you do something. This is a conversion techniques. This is an email marketing conversion system. And did we send out one email? The one in this sequence was a multiple step email. And that's what you have to do, is create multiple steps for your email marketing. Now, this one we tied into March Madness, because March Madness is a tremendous event. And people are talking about it all the time. Now, on this particular email, if you notice again, it's a template for an email, and on the template, we have links back to the website. So the email can automatically link back to your website. The email you can automatically give your feedback, refer a patient, or schedule an appointment. But we want them to open the email so that the subject line of the email was about March Madness, and it was about a contest they were having. And we start the email off with, "Hi, Robert," because we personalize every email. And sometimes we'll personalize it in the subject line, which increases the readership. We go on to say, "I don't know if you're into the NCAA basketball's March Madness, but if you didn't already know, a lot of us here in the office are huge fans. So here's my take on this year's Classic. This is an interesting year for college basketball. There are 2 clear favorites in Syracuse and Kentucky. However, 2 favorites seldom meet in the championship game. For instance, Butler the last 2 years. Kansas is a good team and has bettered 3 top 5 teams. Kansas may get a number 1 seed through my sleeper team, which would have been Indiana, but is not due to injury." So you see how we're engaging in conversation. If they're a basketball fan, they're into this. They're thinking about it. You're taking them into the moment. Of course, we go on to say, pick your team and the final score and win an official NCAA team jersey of your choice. So here's the deal. You pick the team that you think will win the tournament and give a final score. If your team makes it, and you're the closest to the total of the final score, you win an official NCAA jersey of your choice. If nobody gets the team right, then it goes to the one who's the closest to picking the winning scores. Now, we've also included the sender of this email, his prediction. Now, we go on to say, you won't be sleeping through this tournament, but you might want to snooze if you're going to have some dental work done that is going to take a long time. So why not try one of the most popular methods of treatments, sedation dentistry? And we go on to tell them about sedation dentistry, what it is, what it'll do for them. So we lead into sedation dentistry off the free offer. Here's another email, and this goes back into the history of straight teeth, the history of orthodontics. And through the email, we make a conversation about something that they might want to read, and at the end we tie it into schedule a complimentary consultation and $500 off if they get the procedure done. Now, here's what e-commerce, the marketing guide, has to say in their latest report on email marketing industry research and trends report. Email marketing budgets and ROI research. Because in the end, that's what it's all about. It's all about return on investment. If we're going to do something, we want to see results. And that's the beauty about the internet. Everything is trackable. Everything is measurable. So we know what our ROI is. So here's one of them. 72% of companies surveyed rate email marketing as excellent in terms of return on investment. Apart from search engine optimization, this is higher than any other marketing channel. And this is the source is eConsultancy Adestra from Email Marketing Industry Census 2011. And here's another one from driving the ROI of email and social marketing from the Relevancy Group. Marketers that use email in combination with social segmentation drive 6 times the amount of revenue than those marketers do that do not connect social and email segregation. Moreover, marketers who leverage both social and email data deliver monthly marketing campaigns profits that are 7 times higher than their unsophisticated peers. And how about this one? This is from The Campaigner, driving ROI through email relevance. A recent study of the ROI on email relevance by Jupiter Research found that engaging your audience in more relevant communications, and what we said, informative, relevant, and fun, can increase net profits an average of 18 times more than broadcast mailings. Additionally, relevant email generates 16 times more improvement in net profits. And here's from Marketing Sherpa's research. It showed that more than 89% of email marketers find email to be an effective tactic for increasing sales revenue, improving customer retention, and driving website traffic. Because on our emails, we link back to the website. In fact, in some email campaigns, we've had over 300 people linking back to the website to take a look at information. And this is one, again, from Marketing Sherpa. Marketers report that their biggest barrier to success is inadequate staffing, resource, and expertise. But there's some positive news. 67% of organizations expect to increase their email budgets in 2012. Outsourcing is a big part of this because in most cases, small companies don't have the expertise in-house, nor can they afford the expertise in-house. But being able to measure the return on investment allows you to outsource this service and check its effectiveness and exactly how much money you're making. So email marketing is a big part of your business going forward. Because according to StrongMail survey, 46% of businesses have already implemented some form of lifestyle email campaign. Of those not currently running programs, 58% plan in the next 24 months. That's why everyone's trying to get your email address. That's why email marketing is so relevant right now. Everyone's hopping on the bandwagon. Now, either you can send email in the form of ads, or you can send relationship marketing like social media. Looking for that two-way conversation, building a relationship, having some fun contests, getting to open up your emails. Give them solutions to problems, recognizing special events in their life, tying in the fun, informative information into your products and services. That's what it's all about. You see, successful internet marketing integrates attraction, conversion, and retention, and it does that all through marketing systems. And one of the conversion marketing systems is email marketing, capturing emails, having emails of your database and being able to market to them. So it's basically your choice. You can continue down the same road you've been going and getting the same results or diminishing results, or you can choose to change courses. So your current road is the referral highway, and you hope that people are going to refer patients to you. And you know what? You do get the odd referral. You allow them to refer on their terms. Or you can go down the internet highway. And when you go down the internet highway, you have access to literally hundreds of thousands of prospects who are highly interested, highly motivated in your products and services. I mean, it's there for you. As we went, dentists in Philadelphia, over 300,000 people searching that term monthly. So your biggest expense is the money you lose every month without an internet marketing system that attracts new prospects, converts them to patients, and automatically follows up with both your patients and prospects with regularity and frequency to increase their lifetime value. It's not a case of working harder. It's a case of working smarter. It's being able to use the leverage points in your business. It's being able to implement marketing systems, strategies, and techniques that are tested and proven to increase patient conversion on your website. Because how much is one patient worth to you every single year? How much is their lifetime value worth to you? It's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now what I find is that out there's usually 3 types of people. I mean, there's people out there that watch things happen. I mean, they're very interested. They want to know what's going on. And they spend a lot of their time watching what happens. There's another group of people out there that wonder what's happening. How come my practice is going down? How come I'm not doing more? How come my margins are down? How come that next doctor is making more money than me? How can they afford to advertise and I can't? How come? Like, what's happening out there? And there are those groups of people that make things happen. And they make things happen through implementation. There's just one more quote that I'd like to give you. It's by Earl Nightingale. It says, people with goals succeed because they know where they are going. Well, it's a very good quote, but I have a problem with one word in that. And that's people with goals succeed. So I'd like to change that. Instead of goals, I'd like to just insert implementation plans, because people who implement things, people with implementation plans succeed because they know where they're going. They implement and they test and monitor the results, but they've actually done something. And implementation is the closest way that you are going to get to achieving your goals. Because otherwise you're just thinking about attracting people, converting people, and trying to retain your base. So if you want to find out how to implement these things, and believe me, these things are very, very inexpensive to implement. They're a fraction of what you can make by having conversion techniques on your website, by using email marketing. Email marketing is very expensive. Search engine optimization is way less than advertising on the yellow pages. So if you'd like to find out your keywords, if you'd like to find out how to put implementation processes on your website, if you'd like to start email marketing, if you'd like to increase the number of patients that sign up every month, if you want to increase the lifetime value of your patients, just email me. We can set up a time to go over a personal webinar or to go over your your particular situation. And I can give you some helpful strategies on your website or your conversion techniques. If you want to start a social media campaign, that can be done automatically for you. Blogs, Twitter, Facebook, updates can be done automatically for you on a weekly basis because the technology is there. We have the ability to do that for you. So give me a call. Call me at 877-767-7775. My extension is 102. I'll answer your call personally. You can make a difference and you can change things if you implement. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting in the same spot a year from now or 2 years from now, if you're lucky enough to be sitting in the same spot and wondering what's happening and why things aren't changing in your business. Like I said, my name's Ron Romano. Email me at ron@IMS, guys, or give me a call at 877-767-7775. My extension's 102. You can start making a difference in your practice today. Thank you so much for coming into this webinar.